Hi everybody, welcome to First and Last. I'm your host and content creator here at M.R.F.A, Jack Connolly, and today we are joined by M.R.F.A coach James Nicholas.
Thanks for having me on.
So James, what was the first concert you went to?
First concert I went to was when I lived abroad in Trinidad, and it was probably about 2001. And I have to say I didn't want to go, but my mum did. So we went to watch Enrique Iglesias, which is a pretty big deal for him to come to Trinidad at the time. So we
Yeah,
had to go and watch him.
nice, good atmosphere around.
Well, the people loved it because they're not used to getting many celebrities over there at that time.
But good time was had by all.
Yes.
Very good, nice. So James, what was the last meal you made?
Last meal that I made was egg on toast, because as many would know, coaches don't get much time when we get in the evening. So a quick meal is always necessary. So I just made egg on toast, which is very simple and takes about 5 minutes.
Good nutrients in the eggs is good. Not a bit of energy. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, get my proteins in, exactly.
What was the last book you read?
Last book I read, I'm a bit of a sucker for an autobiography, especially from managers. So my latest book, and I haven't finished it yet, I'm about halfway through, is Arsene Wenger's
Oh,
autobiography.
nice.
So I'm reading this at the moment, trying to get a bit of insight into management.
Have you learned anything so far from the book?
It's more stories from his time, really, more than actually insight into anything. But just good the way that he deals with players and has to work with different individuals, really.
I think that's one I'll probably pick up next, definitely. So when was the last time you went on holiday, and where was it?
Obviously, it's been a little while since I've been on holiday with all the stuff that's going on, but I can't remember exactly when it was. But the last holiday I went on was to Berlin. Me and my dad go once a year to watch Hertha Berlin play, and then stay over there for a couple of days. And that usually coincides when the football team are playing. And my dad used to live there when he was 18, so we go back, and he's got fond memories of living there, which is the reason why I've got a sort of a soft spot for that team.
So that he's got the affiliation with Hertha Berlin. That's why you go back and
Exactly, yeah.
nice. Oh, cool, excellent. So James, what is the first thing you do every morning?
First thing I do in the morning is have a coffee.
Nice. Any particular coffee, like cappuccino, latte, or just a standard?
I can change it up, really. It depends how tired I am. I can have a strong Americano, or I can have a latte. It depends on how well I've slept, or how bad the day was before.
Have you got an instant? Is it instant coffee, or is it
No,
you got like a machine?
We've got a machine. We do things properly. Yeah.
You got a machine. See, in my house, it's all about the just getting the granules, pouring it in.
I don't have to deal with any of that. I just put the pod in the machine, and
that's good.
And we get the coffee from that.
So James, what was the first sporting event you ever went to?
The first memory of a sporting event I've gone to is a Chesterfield game when I was about 6 years old. So it would have been about 1998, a long time ago, and I was the mascot for Chesterfield away at Gillingham.
Oh,
on
nice.
on a very cold day.
I can imagine.
And I remember it being freezing cold, running out with the team, warming up with the team, and then coming out the tunnel with the team and all that sort of stuff. And it was away at Gillingham, and as Chesterfield usually do, we lost. So I think it was 3-1 in the end.
And since then, you were hooked. That was it. Chesterfield for life after that.
That's it. Yeah, I haven't really had a choice in the matter, so I've never forgiven my dad for it. But yeah, I do support Chesterfield even to this day.
That's amazing. Well done. So James, what was the first pet you had?
First pet I had was also when I lived in Trinidad. It was a dog called Zebedee. We got the dog kind of came with the house kind of thing. So the people that lived there before us went back to England, and the dog just stayed with us, really.
Do you know what it was? What breed it was?
Absolutely no idea. Couldn't tell you.
That's nice, but it was a good dog though.
Yes, very good dog. Didn't like fireworks, and
Yeah.
we had a mango tree, so I used to eat all the mangoes off the tree as soon as they dropped off.
No, mango trees. That sounds like the ideal lifestyle to me. Just in the garden, just pick a mango.
32 degrees every day. Couldn't grumble at
Oh, quality. What was the first job you had?
that. The first job I had was working in a kitchen when I was 16, doing washing up and prepping food, and
Nice.
that sort of, manual labour stuff where doing the stuff the chefs didn't want to do really.
Yeah. So was that in a pub or a restaurant?
It was in a restaurant. It was in a restaurant, which has also got a bar area near to my house. So I used to cycle there. I used to work probably 2 or 3 times a week. I worked there for about 18 months.
What was the cuisine? What was it? What was it in particular?
It's just, standard pub food really, and roast on a Sunday.
Oh, it was just a stand like an English restaurant, like a it wasn't Italian or that sort of thing or Mexican,
No,
Oh,
no, it was just, your bog standard fish and chips and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
nice. So, James, who was your first footballing hero?
My first footballing hero. I've got two. I probably couldn't narrow it down any more than that. My first one's Brazilian Ronaldo, because when I was growing up,
Hmm.
he was the best player on the planet. Scored loads of goals. For anyone who wants to see his clips, I'm sure there's tons and tons of his goals on YouTube, where he sits the goalkeeper down and goes around him and taps him in. He was my
Yeah.
first hero, like world star, I would say. My other footballing hero was someone who people will probably know, but Sean Dyche, because he used to play for Chesterfield when I was very young. He plays a centre back, and he was the captain when he took
Big
us to
Sean.
the FA Cup semi final in 1997, and he's obviously now the Burnley manager.
Yeah. Was Sean Dyche was he the same as he is now? Like, do you remember him being
He was a
same
no
as
nonsense defender who could kick it and head it and shouted a lot.
I can imagine? Did you ever get the Ronaldo haircut or anything like that? Or did you ever think did you ever try it?
I can't say that I did. I didn't. My mum would never let me get anything like that.
Well, there you go. Well, no, I think Ronaldo's probably a lot of people's a hero, but back then, so he was like he was like a superstar when he like.
Yeah, he was the go-to player everyone loved. Yeah.
So, what was the last takeaway food you had?
Last takeaway I had was an Indian, and so my my friends came over when we were allowed to have people over, like a month or so
Yep,
back, and we had an Indian then.
nice. What was the order? What's your classic go-to Indian food?
Well, I'm not a fan of spicy food. I don't get the point in it. So
Fair enough.
I'm not a person who's going to order a vindaloo or anything
Are
like
you a
that.
korma kind
So I
of
had
guy?
a
You a korma guy?
not particularly. I try not to if I can help it, but I will eat it if that's on offer. But I had a chicken balti,
Bouncy, yeah, Balti's nice.
which is not it's not too spicy. It's got a little bit of a kick to it, but it's not gonna be too spicy.
I mean, I'm a Boona kind of guy, but I'm a sucker for a chicken tikka masala, but one that's come from the restaurant, like in the really red sauce. It's just
Yeah.
that is my go-to.
See, you can enjoy chicken tikka masala, but I just
Yeah,
couldn't
you
enjoy
can.
something like a vindaloo. I just couldn't. You can't enjoy that.
Yeah, Vindaloo, Vindaloo, and we all love Vindaloo.
Yeah, I don't know.
There you go. So unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today. James, thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me on. Much appreciated. Hope everyone learned a little bit about me. Hope to see you back at training in a month's time.
Thanks for watching the video, guys. Please like the video and give us a subscribe as well. We've got plenty more videos to come over this lockdown 2.0, so we'll see you later.